Statement A says, the Russian view of life is melancholic and fatalistic, as is evident from the gloomy style adopted by Russian literature. So between Russian view of life and Russian literature, there's something in common, which is the melancholic and fatalistic view, the gloomy style, all sadness and morbidity. Statement B says, the names of Tolstoy, of Turgen something, and Dostoy what is it, have now become household words. Now, I'm sure Turgenev and Dostoevsky would be turning in their graves, but there is a difference between A and B. A talks about the Russian view of life, not repeated here. Second, it talks about a gloomy style, melancholic and fatalistic, while B says these names have now become household words. If it is that gloomy, that melancholic and fatalistic, why at all is it a common household name? We might have our odd statement between these two statements. Statement C says, we need offer no apology to our readers while presenting them a Russian novel for their leisure reading pleasures. Definitely different from statement A, because statement A at least talks about Russian literature having a gloomy style. Now, how would you like if I gave you a book which was gloomy? You'd probably not like it very much. But then the author says we need offer no apology to our readers while presenting them a Russian novel, not for heavy reading, not for high level brainstorming, but for their leisure reading pleasures. So in leisure, they would like to read these. Doesn't make sense that it would be gloomy. So B and C are actually somewhat close in their context. So B and C should not be our answer statement, should not be the odd statement. A looks like that is our answer. Let's be thorough. Let's be through with this. D says, there is no doubt in the minds of anyone that the future of literature lies with Russia. Again, the future of literature lies with Russia. If it's so hunky-dory, then how can we justify the gloomy style? So makes no sense. D is also close to B and C. D can be eliminated. Option E says, we may say with certainty that Sergei, the Superman, is the most distinctly Russian literature produced in years. Now, this is again something somewhat different, but it talks about something which is very distinctly Russian. It talks about literature. It talks about a character. It talks about, it doesn't present anything which is melancholic or fatalistic or gloomy in its style. In fact, notice the phrasing, Sergei, the Superman. Now, of course, this is not, when we hear Superman, we generally tend to think of this flying handsome dude in tights wearing blue and red cape and S on the chest. Apparently, it means hope back on their planet, if you get that reference. But at least this here is talking about a person who is very powerful. The original idea of a Superman is a person who has superhuman power. Right? It is a person who might even be just perfect. So one could say that he is such a perfect man that he could be called a Superman. So whatever that is barely gives any credence to gloomy style, as again mentioned by A. So E, while somewhat different, is closer to the argument made by B, C, and D than A. So we can eliminate E and we can mark A as the most distinctly odd statement, different statement. The correct answer is A.